Keep your filthy paws off my silky draws, pal, as Rizzo from the now semi-canceled Grease once said. But I mean it. Keep your filthy paws off my silky draws and my tan grandma bra that is coming out to play with you today on this very special Thursday app, because we don't really do episodes on Thursday. So I'm coming in for a little sneak attack because we had an early ep this week on Monday. So I figure I want more of you. You want more of me, hopefully. And round we go. Okay. You guys know in this bitch, I will ride or die for my gals, the pussy power. I don't care if it's Cardi B whopping. I'm also a pro-choice kind of gal. Like, don't touch me and my body. I have agency. I can do whatever the hell I want with it. Keep your little paws, keep your hands out the cookie jar. Okay. It's mine. So why does this argument not stand suddenly when it comes to the COVID vaccine? That's what I want to know. So we're going to talk about this today because it's popping. All right. So when it pertains to my field specifically, because you guys know I'm an events kind of gal. That's what I did out in LA. I mean, every event, you name it, you got it, you want it. Like Ariana says, another pussy popping gal. Okay. I've been there. I've been to the Grammys. I've been to the Oscars, the Golden Globes. You name it, I've been there. Like, if I'm not sweating on top of 1,000 strangers, I'm not getting a paycheck. I'm not emotionally fulfilled. Okay. But what's going on now? I don't know if you've seen this, is this experimental trial thing with a vaccine passport, pertaining especially to Governor Cuomo in New York. Okay. And there's kind of like rolling this shit out, like steamrolling it to the point where you wake up and you're like, wait, what? Like, we didn't even have a conversation about this. Suddenly, like, shit is rolling. Big Mary, keep on rolling. So this vaccine passport would require, and businesses can decide for themselves, such as Madison Square Garden, restaurants, any type of venue or business, right? To have people literally on their phone scan like a barcode to prove that you've been vaccinated in order to enter the premises. Now, not only do these peeps know your medical sitch and history and deets and where you are, like you're in The Sims, but it really ostracizes people who don't get the vaccine. Think about it, guys. This is more than just, oh, I want to go to a concert. Oh, I want to go see the Knicks lose. No, this is like literally people's livelihoods. Say for someone like me, right? You wouldn't be able to go out in the workforce, do what you have to do. You're literally like a second tier of society, and they would have a way to track that. Now, I have a problem with that. And let me just say, I'm not going to get into the weeds of the politics today. And I also want to say, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. Like, I'll probably get the COVID vaccine at some point. My parents have gotten it. I'm psyched they've gotten it. I have family members who have gotten it. Like I said, shit, I may even get it someday. Okay. But to me, what's happening is this is literally a way of mandating it without really mandating it, right? Because they're saying, okay, well, you can't do this, you can't do that, and you can't do that. So it's kind of like a backdoor, slippery slope, you know what I mean? Tricky little way of actually pressuring people to get it. Think about it. How is anyone in the entertainment business that essentially what it would be? It would be, you have to get this in order to work, in order to show up to work. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Rutgers in New Jersey, the college, yes, it's a private college, but still is requiring all fall students to have the vaccine in order to go to school. And this is where I have a problem. It's like, first of all, I went to Penn State. That shit was hard to get into. It's a pretty penny. If I'm like going into my senior year and they're saying, sorry, you have to come back, you have to have it in order to come back, I'd be furious. This is still something new, right? We want to see the test, we want to see the rollout, we want to see how it goes. I mean, we haven't even had this thing for 9 months. So I think it's fair to question it. And I think it's okay if you don't want to hop on it right away. Everyone has their own reasons, right? And that's okay. But actually it's not, because they're making it so it's like, sorry, you're the kid who didn't get picked in dodgeball. You have to go sit over there. Can't go to school, travel, run your business, go to your business. Did I say travel? Unless you do this. The reason I have an issue, I'm going to bring it back to earlier, is the my body, my choice. Now, women have fought so hard to have total autonomy over their bodies. Like I said, pal, don't even come in here. Don't exploit it. Don't use it to your benefit. Don't even tell me what to do with it, how to use it, what in public, in private, in any which way. My silky draws want nothing to do with you. But again, this is what's scary, is that when it comes to this, suddenly, poof, like the tooth fairy, poof, I guess it doesn't apply to this argument. And that's what I don't understand. How are you now gonna tell me what I do and don't have to do with my body? Let me decide. And you might be saying, well, they're not telling you. You don't have to go to the show. You don't have to go to the concert. But technically, like I said, that is what is happening, because if you can't do anything and you can't fully participate in society, it's going to pressure people to get it. If you're vaccinated, like I said, I support it. I'm relieved that my family has it. By all means, do you. But if you have this, right, and you're 95% protected from this disease, why do I then have to get it? Why is there any immediate pressure? If you're protected and that's your choice and that's great, why? You're protected. So how does that then come on me? Like, why do I have to then get that? And I get it. It's in flux. We've never had a global pandemic that ruined our lives before. So I get it. We've seen so many people suffer and die, sadly. We've seen so many businesses and schools and kids and mental health take tolls. I mean, there's no right answer. That's the whole thing with this whole situation, right? There's no right answer. But then they were like, once we have the vaccine, okay, it's good. We have a cure, right? We have a cure. But no, it's like you hear these people in charge going, actually, you have to prove that you did get it too. So not only do you have to get it, but you have to prove to us that you got it in order to function in society. How far do we go? Because it's like no one's stopping to take a breath and I get it. Like, I totally understand that we are desperate. We want things to get back to normal. We want herd immunity. We want to go on with our goddamn lives. I totally get it. But what I don't get is that this rolls out so quick and people are like overnight. It's like we can't even have a conversation about it. So how far do we go? Until they say, oh, and this, and this, and this, and this, and no one's challenging it. It's like nothing's enough. The part that really scares me about where this has been and where it's going, right, is that we can't even talk about it. We can't even talk about it, even just for simply trying to have this conversation, right? I've been called like selfish. I've been called a conspiracy theorist. Do you guys remember a couple months ago in the winter when the Black Panther star Letitia Wright, she posted a video that was just questioning the vaccine. Other people say that there were transphobic statements in there. I watched it. I personally didn't think that there was, but that's a whole other ball of wax. And what happened? Posted this video, and she even had put a subsequent tweet being like, she got a lot of shit, being like, guys, why isn't even this a conversation that can be had? Why can't we even have this conversation? What do you know? Literally the next day, Darth Vader comes down and pulls her from existence. Her social media, Instagram, Twitter, nowhere to be seen. I think even still, months later, we can't even talk about this. And that's what I don't like. So really think about it, especially for women who think about the history of women who have fought so hard for us to decide what we want to do with our bodies. Why is that suddenly gone away now? Isn't it important to you? I mean, I know that it's important to me. Think about all the women before us who were told what they had to do with their own bodies and weren't even given a choice. If they're saying you have to get this or you can't go to school or to work or run your business, isn't that the same kinds of idea? Something for you guys to think about on this Thursday. My body, my choice, bitch.